For legal reasons, this video is a joke.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another tier list. Today, Donald, Joe, and I will be ranking...
Wait, hold on, Obama.
What?
Am I the only one who noticed something strange?
What do you mean? It's a tier list. We always do tier lists.
Not that you walking suit hanger. Look at the channel.
Huh. You know, now that you mentioned it, I don't think I've ever seen that channel before.
Why are we putting up our new video on this channel?
Well, Donald, to be honest, I don't know why we're uploading to this channel, but it's not uncommon for us. As you know, we have several people across multiple YouTube channels editing and uploading our videos for us.
Well, someone should have asked for my permission first. We don't want just anyone editing our videos. We have a reputation to uphold.
Wow, Donald, would you look at that? This guy has over 2 million subs.
Dead channel. No one watches his vids.
Well, I'm happy to have anyone editing and or uploading our videos. It only helps us. And where's Joe?
I thought that if I didn't say anything that you guys couldn't make fun of me.
You completely failed. Not only did that not stop me from making fun of you, it allowed me to warm up my insult and prep it for you like a hot turd.
But you didn't make fun of me yet. Also, you didn't make fun of me while I wasn't talking, so I see this as an absolute win.
Joe?
Yes?
You smell and I hate you.
Aw.
Knock that off, you two. We have a tier list to get to. And, wow, it looks like we're just ranking grass.
Dead tier list for a dead channel. What a way to start. When I started my first YouTube channel, my father gave me a small loan of 1 million subscribers and I was able to turn that into a thriving business. Now I'm president.
No, now you're making stupid videos on the internet with us. I really didn't want to be reminded of that.
I'm happy to be reminded of it. Nothing warms my heart more than knowing that I'm spending my twilight years with my best friends having fun and bringing joy to millions of people.
Joe, your twilight years were 50 years ago.
Oh, to be 152 again. I used to spend my weekdays strolling through the local park. The kids there used to call me Ranger Joe because they knew they could find me in the bushes and walking laps around the park.
No, Joe, I was there, and those kids most definitely called you Stranger Joe. They did that to warn other kids about you.
Oh, Obama, you silly goose. They just called me that because they were being funny. Like we used to play games where I would grab them one at a time, take them into the bushes and tickle them. At least that's why I told them to tell their friends if they wanted to go home.
Good God, Joe. This story doesn't surprise me at all, but I'm still repulsed. You can't say stuff like that.
Yeah, I know your brain tends to just make you say things, but Donald's right, you really can't say things that will turn away potential viewers.
No, you can't say stuff like that because it'll get us demonetized.
Because it's morally wrong. Right, Joe? Joe?
Oh boy, would you look at this list. I can't wait to rank grass. I know you guys were making fun of it earlier, but wow, grass is amazing. You can use it to stop your feet from touching the ground. You can use it to leave a trail of breadcrumbs through your home to let your parents know that you have in fact been outside, that you're now in your room, and that you did not sneak out the back window, because if you did, there'd be grass there too. Grass has all kinds of uses, and who doesn't love grass?
Yeah, that was not a convincing subject change in the slightest, but I'm going to let that slide.
What I won't let slide is how you said hello, Internet. We never say that. We always say, what is going on, gang-a-lang? All right, boys, or maybe, hey, everybody.
Well, I know that might sound confusing for those of you who have watched us across other channels, but I like to mix it up.
Mix it up? That's ironic coming from you. What's more ironic is that Joe is the only one who got on topic with this video so far. Speaking of which, can we get started now?
All right, fine. Well, first
Put you in charge.
God damn it, Donald.
If anyone should be in charge of this tier list, it's me.
That's ironic coming from you.
Boys, let the smooth and calming words of the Joe Stir put you at ease, because I'll be taking charge of this tier list. I have more experience touching grass than either of you two youngsters combined. Why, when I was your age, touching grass used to be called going outside?
That was 4 years ago.
Exactly, I'm 4 years older than you.
That was slightly intelligent and factually correct. Joey, have you taken your dementia pills?
Which ones? The dementia pills for me or my invisible friend Mike?
Never mind.
Okay, enough you two. As entertaining as it might be to continually interrupt each other, it's honestly going to be annoying for a lot of people who actually want to see us rank this stuff, so let's get started. Starting off, we have bent grass. Now, I'm not an expert on grass and the picture is kind of small, but from what I can see, it looks pretty good. Like, it's not super soft, but not super pointy either. Like, I don't look at it and think EW. I don't want to step on that, but I also don't think I want to lie on my back on it either. I would feel okay with a B.
Barry, you obviously know nothing
Why
about.
did you call me Barry? You never
We did
called
that
me.
joke already. Look, bent grass is a dog water grass for dog water homes. If I saw this on any of my golf courses, I would immediately line up all the illegals I have working for me and fire them one by one execution style.
Donald, not only is that insensitive, but that doesn't even make any sense. Like, why would you fire everyone? Clearly, it's only one person's fault, and firing everyone isn't going to help.
It's not about the money, it's about sending a message. Put this ass grass in D tier.
Donnie, you're not appreciative of the little things. Bent grass is a staple of most northern homes in the U.S. and is adored by most everyone. Sure, it's not the best, but it's far from bad, and I think a tier is good.
Joe, just because you've had one too many tussles in the grass with little ones, your opinion is invalid.
But is it illegal?
What?
Good God, Joe. Well, once again, I'm left to be the voice of reason, and I'm going to put this into B tier, and I don't want to hear anything else about it. Up next, we got bluegrass. Now, this just looks like bent grass to me, but cut shorter, maybe a little more dense. It doesn't get me excited, and frankly, I really can't tell the difference, and I think I should put it next to bent grass in B tier.
Once again, you whippersnappers just don't know a good thing when you see it. Unlike bent grass, which thrives in cool weather, bluegrass thrives in warm weather, so in a way, it's kind of like the other side of the coin. Or should I say, the grass is always greener.
Joe, screw you for that bad joke. But yeah, this just sounds like the Mexican version of bent grass, which makes it D tier.
Don, you rival Joe for saying messed up things that might get us canceled, and once again, you two cancel each other out. Into B tier it goes.
Yes,
Next is
Daddy.
Bermuda. What was
Oh,
that?
nothing. I was just playing with my soundboard.
Playing with my soundboard, my ass. You are straight up spitting facts.
On God, Donald, that is straight up facts, because Bermuda is S tier. This is the kind of grass you want when you're a dad looking out over your freshly mowed lawn and when you're looking back on fun memories of your childhood. This grass is elite grass.
For once, Barry, you're right. This grass makes me want to get on my hands and knees and admire this beautiful green cut as closely as I can. Like I wouldn't even be mad if I lost a golf ball in this stuff. I'd be thinking, oh goody, I get to go play in the grass because it's just that good.
There is nothing more elite than lying face down in this stuff and rubbing your face all over it, and then rolling on your back and then making a grass angel. The trick is to do it for as long as possible, because if you keep it up, you can eventually make a permanent impression in the grass. I found this out the hard way when the authorities were able to look at one of my impressions to determine that I wasn't alone that evening in June 2 years ago. And that child wasn't either.
God damn it, Joe. Please keep that to yourself. I don't want to let you bring it down, but yes, this is God tier grass, and anyone who has this grass makes me instantly jealous. Like if I can't touch it, I'll want to just look at it and marvel. It's beautiful. But anyway, glad we could all agree, and now we'll move on to Dichondra. This looks like the 3-leaf clover stuff, and while I can't say I'm a fan, it is kind of pretty, and I wouldn't be upset if I saw this in my lawn.
I would. This stuff looks like weeds, looks than that. It looks foreign. While I have an Irish heritage, I can't on good conscience as a thoroughbred American allow for this illegal grass to be anywhere in this country, at least not on any of my properties. Like this isn't even grass, this is like grass that's drunk.
Why do you got to be so mean to these little guys? These are where Lucky Charms come from, and I just get little swells of happiness whenever I see this stuff. I would happily have a whole lawn of this stuff, and I wouldn't even be mad if I dropped my keys, because that would give me an excuse to get on my hands and knees to dig my fingertips through those miniature magical forests.
Okay, Joe, while that was oddly wholesome, I promise no one wants this over their entire lawn. So you're wrong about this one. And Donald, once again, it is safe to ignore your opinion, and I'm going to put it in B. While it doesn't really hold up to other grasses, it is kind of cuter, so I'll bump it up to B. The next grass on this list is fine fescue. Now I won't lie, boys. This looks awful. Not only is this tall and unkempt, but it looks more like a weird plant than grass. I don't want any of this on any of my property. I'm putting this straight into D tier.
Finally, you understand that any grass that looks different than mine automatically makes it bad.
I like to pretend that they're noodles and try to slurp them up. I try to slurp up as many of them as I can before choking and gagging, which actually makes it more enticing, which makes me want to try slurping up even more. The longest one I slurped ended up sticking out of both ends at the same time.
Joe, that's it. One more comment like that, and I'm timing you out. Up next, we have Florida Man. I don't know what this is, but it looks sad. Is this actually grass?
Yes, it is, and it needs lots of warmth and humidity to thrive, and thus can be found more commonly in places like Florida and Louisiana.
Oh, that was oddly informative, Joe. Thank you.
Can I say something that's on my mind now?
No.
Aw.
This grass looks like a bunch of illegal grass that tried to cross the border in a group, got caught, and is now trying to act like it's been here the whole time. Well, that won't fool me. This grass is ugly as hell and is obviously illegal and therefore will be outlawed. Anyone who intentionally has this in their lawn will have their lawn deported.
That doesn't even make any sense, Donald. But anyway, moving on. Ryegrass is a little messy for me, but kind of cool looking. I guess I wouldn't mind if I had this, but it wouldn't be my first choice. I think I'm gonna have to land in the middle and go B tier.
I know that because it's tall and thin like you that makes it okay, but you clearly didn't understand me. Anything that doesn't look like my grass or me is bad, and therefore this grass is bad. Any grass that Joe can hide in is also automatically
You
bad.
mean you can see me?
Whatever next is tall fescue. Not a good grass for your lawn, but a really good grass for big open areas to explore and stuff. It's cool, but not elite. I like it, but not enough to put it into a tier, so B tier is probably good.
Obama get a personality and stop putting everything into B tier.
Let me be perfectly clear. I do have a personality, and it is that of a very reasonable, measured man, which I have to be in order to survive when talking to you two.
I like to walk slowly through ryegrass, looking up into the distance with my hand outstretched atop the blades and pretend that I'm the gladiator, seeing flashbacks of my home and of my child. I like to go for as long as I can and just edge that grass.
You're teetering on weird. Is that Child Hunter, Joe?
Huh? No, I said my child.
Let's move on. Centipede is a weird name for a grass, but it's pretty good. I'll place it into.
Don't you dare say B tier.
You know what? I was actually feeling A, but since you said that, B for Obama.
God damn it, Barack.
Anything you want to add, Joe?
Well, actually,
Sorry, I shouldn't have asked that, and now let's finish off with Zoysia. This stuff is beautiful. It's luscious, and it makes me feel. Well, it just feels amazing.
Oh my God, Zoysia, I didn't know your name until now, but holy hell, you're beautiful. I'm not one of those pansies that has plants in his house, but goddamn, I want a room in my house with this stuff.
it's not the easiest grass to maintain, but boy howdy, this stuff is just gorgeous. That being said, it wasn't enough to make me press that button on my soundboard. I reached for it, but I didn't press it.
That was a lot of restraint on two fronts, Joe. What kept you from, going all the way?
Please don't set me up for a sex joke like that when I'm being good. But anyways, it is beautiful and very cool. But it's not as practical and widely applicable like bluegrass. And I kind of didn't feel that there should be two in S tier. And since a tier looked lonely, I thought it should go there.
Joe, you idiot, did you not hear me cream for it? Put those beautiful locks of grass into S tier?
Well, dang, I hate being the middle, but I'm going to have to choose between the two. Both of you put forth valid points, and I agree Donald, it deserves S tier, but I agree with Joey, it looks lonely, and I feel like putting it in a tier.
Boo, this list looks horrible. Just horrible. Too many things in B tier and there's nothing in C tier.
Yeah, that kind of bugs me too, honestly, but hey, it is possible for several things to be in B tier and nothing in C tier. Not every tier has to have something in it.
I'm more concerned with D's.
What about them?
D's nuts.